Sorry for the delay. We've now had 2 sessions and it's been getting pretty juicy. We finally got into some combat. Might as well tell you now, my monsters in my homebrew are based off of cryptids, and I took some stats from the monster manual. So the first monster they encountered after leaving the camp of the lovely little association that they met along the way, their first night in the forest, was a Yeti that I based off of Bigfoot. The druid decided to skin it and take its teeth. Our rogue did something a little bit less pleasant. Along the way, I thought it'd be nice if our druid encountered a treant. Didn't go exactly the way I thought it would because the druid decided to argue with it about the information it had. But the treant did manage to direct them toward the next figure in the forest, a lovely little old lady who lives in a hut that stands on chicken feet, based that off of Baba Yaga, a very wonderful Slavic folklore figure. Upon coming to her house, they learned the phrase, "Turn your back to the forest, your front to me, do the dance of the legs you see," showing that as the house danced on its chicken feet, they had to mimic that to be let in. My boyfriend, our ranger, was the first to figure that out. So sweet that he listens to me. And shortly they followed after. Oh, their untitled goose is still with them. They are keeping that as a permanent buddy, by the way. After a little while, our little witch has given them some magical items. The ranger has a ring of mind shielding. Our bard has a skull lantern. Our rogue has a patchwork doll that when within 100 feet of a child, it begins to walk towards it. And our druid has some poison jerky. So they were moving a little bit further into the forest, and as they get deeper and deeper in, they start to hear voices and noises in their heads. They're tied into their backstories. Didn't take them long to pick up on that. Each one is hearing something different, obviously. They then run into the NPC that I based off of a character that I plan to play as when they start DMing. And not long after that, they encountered their next creature, which was Mothman. I took some stats from Manticore, and they annihilated him. It was awesome. And through all of that battle of sneaking up behind him and making sure he couldn't see them, trying to get under cover, and sneaking up on him, they have now reached the top of the mountain they've been climbing in this forest, and they are at the front of a cave. And they're going to have to wait until I get back from vacation to find out what's in there. Stay tuned!